Hi, welcome to Math Motive. In today's session, let's discuss the topic called profit and loss. So, first, the definition of what is cost price. The price at which you buy an item from the shopkeeper is called as cost price. So, for example, if a boy is going to a shop to buy a cell phone, that is the cost price for him. So if he is buying the item for like 15,000, so 15,000 becomes the cost price for the buyer. Okay. So in next slide, let's discuss what is selling price. Okay. Hi, in this slide, let's discuss the topic called selling price. So the definition of selling price is the price at which you sell an item. And for example, suppose you want to sell your cell phone, which you bought previously. The price you set on it is called as selling price. Okay. So next, let's go to the next slide. So in this slide, let's look at the formula. Let's look at the formula. Okay. So when are you going to get profit? Suppose you are buying an article for a selling price of, suppose you bought an article for 100 rupees and you sold it for 1 110 rupees. So that means this is the selling price and this is the cost price. So what are you going to get? You are getting profit. Okay. The profit is profit of 10 rupees. So the formula for profit. So when are you going to get profit? When selling price is greater than cost price, you are going to get uh, profit. So and the formula for profit is selling price minus cost price. So when are you getting loss? Suppose the same you bought the article for 100 rupees. The same example. So the cost price is 100 rupees. And you sold it for some 90 rupees. Selling price is 90 rupees. So here cost price is more than selling price. That means you are getting loss. You bought it for 100 and sold it for 90. So you got loss. Okay. So loss is calculated by the formula CP minus SP, cost price minus selling price. Okay. Now, profit percent. Profit percent is calculated on cost price and loss percent is also calculated on cost price. So profit percent is nothing but profit by CP into 100 and loss percent is nothing but loss by CP into 100. So these two are the formulae for calculating profit percent and loss percent. Okay. So from the next slide onwards, we will see some examples. Hi, let's discuss the first problem. So let me read out the first problem statement to you. Mohit bought a CD for rupees 750 and sold it for rupees 875. Find his gain percent. Okay, that is the problem statement. So here from the given data, Mohit bought the CD for 750, so this will become the cost price. Okay, and he sold it for 875, so this will become selling price. Okay, now he is asking what is gain percent. Okay, cost price of a CD is 750, selling price is 875. So how are you going to calculate gain or profit? So because selling price is here more than the cost price, Mohit is going to get profit only, and it is calculated by subtracting both. So SP minus CP is the formula, and 875 minus 750, the answer is 125. Gain percent. How are you going to calculate gain percent? Gain by cost price into 100. Okay. So gain is 125 and cost price is 750. Okay. Into 100. So that is 50 by 100, 50 by 3 percentage. That is the gain percentage. Okay. Next, in the next slide, we will see second problem. So in this slide, we will see the second problem. Okay. Let me read out this problem statement to you. So if the cost price of 10 greeting cards is equal to the selling price of 8 greeting cards, find the gain or loss percent. So the given data is cost price of 10 greetings is equal to selling price of 8 greetings. Okay. So first let's calculate what is so let's assume cost price of one greeting card to be X. So cost price of 10 greeting cards will be 10x. Okay. Then 10x is here 10x will be equal to selling price of 8 greeting cards. 8 greeting cards. So selling price of one greeting card will be 10x by 8. Okay. Let's continue in the next slide. So in the previous slide, we got selling price of one greeting card to be 10x by 8, and we have assumed the cost price of one greeting card to be X. So now we have to calculate what is gain. How are we getting gain? Here in the question it's already mentioned that cost price of 10 greeting cards is equal to selling price of 8 greeting cards. So suppose you Suppose you bought, suppose that means you are buying 10 greeting cards and the rate of that is equal to the selling price of 8 greeting cards. That means selling price is only more. Therefore, you get profit. Okay. And it's calculated as selling price minus cost price, that is profit. Okay. And that is calculated by 10x by 8 minus x, that is equal to 2x by 8, and that is nothing but x by 4. Okay. And gain percent is calculated as uh, gain by CP into 100, that is equal to x by 1 by 4 into 100, that is 25%. Therefore gain is 25%. Okay. Here you in the problem, but after seeing the problem statement itself, you should be able to predict if it is profit or loss. Okay. In the next slide, let's go for third problem. Now let's look at problem number 3. Let me read out the problem statement to you. By selling 33 meters of cloth, a draper loses an amount equal to selling price of 3 meters of cloth. So in the question itself, he is saying that he is losing some amount, which is equal to the selling price of 3 meters of cloth. So you should find out the loss percent. Okay. So in the given, the given information from the question is loss incurred by selling a cloth of 33 meters is selling price of 3 meters of cloth. Okay. So let's assume the selling price of 1 meter of cloth to be x. So the selling price of 3 meters of cloth will be 3x. Okay. So loss incurred is calculated as cost price of 33 meters of cloth minus selling price of 33 meters of cloth. And from this statement, that loss is equal to 3x. Okay. If selling price of 1 meter of cloth is x, selling price of 33 meters of cloth will be 33x. Okay. Then selling price of 33 meters of, cost price of 33 meters of cloth is 36x. Okay. Minus 33x will go to the other side of the equation, and then cost price of 33 meters of cloth will be 36x. Now the loss percent is nothing but loss percent is nothing but loss incurred by selling 33 meters of cloth, that is 3x, divided by cost price 36x into 100. So loss percent is equal to 8.33%. Okay. Next problem we'll be seeing in the next slide. So in this slide, let's look at the fourth problem. Let me read out to you the problem statement. Okay. This is a bit tricky problem, so that's why I took it as an example. Okay. The problem statement is a reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables Mrs. Shah to buy extra 3 kgs of it for 360 rupees. Okay. Now the question is to find out the original rate and reduced rate per kg. Okay. So let's look at the solution. Originally, let m kg of sugar be sold for x kg. So let's take, you don't know what is the original price and you don't know how many kgs of sugar you're getting for that original price. So let's assume the price and even the quantity first. Okay. So the price is x rupees and quantity is m kgs. After reduction of 20%, she is able to buy m plus 3 kgs of sugar. Okay. And it is already given the amount of sugar she bought. Sorry, the price of sugar is already given as 360. So she bought m plus 3 kgs for, she got extra 3 kgs, that is m plus 3 kgs for 360 rupees. Okay, so after reduction the price also is given, that is 360 rupees. So after reduction, the original price is x rupees. Okay, and after reduction the price will become 0.8 x rupees. Okay, 0.8 x, and for this 0.8 x she got extra 3 kgs, so m plus 3 kgs. Now after reduction 0.8x is equal to 360. So after reduction the price is 360, so I just equated 0.x equal to 360. So x is equal to 450 rupees. So finally the original price is what we got, that is x, that is 450 rupees. So now for 450 rupees she got m kgs. Okay, so she got m kgs for 450 rupees. So 1 kg price can be calculated as 450 by m. Okay. So let's continue the rest of the problem in the next slide. So before reduction, 1 kg of sugars costed 450 by m. Now after reduction, 1 kg of sugar is costing 360 by m plus 3. So to find out m, you can just equate these two. 450 by m is equal to 360 by m plus 3. Okay. After simplification, the answer is 15 kgs. So originally before reduction, Mrs. Shah is able to buy 15 kgs of sugar for X rupees. That is X is we already got it as 450. Okay. So price of 1 kg of sugar will be 450 by 15. That is 30 rupees. Okay. And after reduction, the price of 1 kg of sugar is 24 rupees. Have you got us? You can just reduce 20% from the original price. That is, original price is 30. 20% of 30 is 6. Okay, this is 6. So 30 minus 6 is 24 rupees. So one price of 1 kg of sugar after reduction will be 24 and original price is 30 rupees. Okay. Bye. More videos coming up from Math Motive. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.